Έχουμε μαζί μας τον Τόμας Ουόκαπ, που όπως και οι περισσότεροι παίκτες του Ολυμπιακού θα συμμετάσχουν για πρώτη φορά σε Final Four. Thomas, thank you for being with us. What is the feeling, of being for the first time finalist in the great, in the great appointment of basketball in European?
It feels amazing. Feels really amazing. Before I came over here, I would not have known how big of an achievement this is. But now, being over here for this my 5th year, I'm grown to realize how few people get to play in the Final Fours in general, but especially a EuroLeague Final Four. And it's not an opportunity, that I'm taking lightly or that we are taking lightly. We know it's very special, and that's how we're going to go at it.
For people that following from closely Olympiacos, it's really impressive that you stuck with Olympiacos mentality, from the very first beginning. Mm-hmm. How did this happen? It's true?
Yeah, but I think more than anything, it's there's nothing fake about it. This is just how I play. This is how I act. This is how I play, and I think it was kind of a perfect fit. Before I even signed here, I think it was the perfect fit. The drive that this club has, the ambitions that this club has, they're all about winning, and I think that's why it makes it, a good fit.
And also, we can say that you played a key role, for fans, to appreciate, the way you conduct yourself, in the court. I'm seeing many fans, celebrating a defensive play of yours. How do you feel about this?
I feel great about this, but I think it's much more than just me. That I think they are appreciating when Slukas makes a great pass. They are appreciating when Sasha makes an extra pass, even though he has an open shot.
But this is more. This is easier, for the fans, to appreciate, a good assist,
Yeah. But no, I think that the fans in general are appreciating good basketball. Was my point, and I think that this year we have, as a team, played fully unselfish basketball on both the offensive and defensive end. And, I think the fans are able to recognize that, and I think that that's why they've been so supportive. Even in our down points this year, I was getting messages saying, we believe in you guys, keep going. And I know that's not always the case. So, it's something that playing here as my first year, I really appreciate. And to be honest, it makes it really fun to play here.
If I ask you to break down for us, the key moments that, put Olympiacos in this position to be, in the Final Four and to have such a successful year in EuroLeague, what would you answer?
I would say after COVID. When we lost, I think, 4 in a row. I think over Christmas, we had COVID, and then in January we came out and we were playing terrible basketball, getting back into shape, back into form, and then in February, I think that's when things kind of clicked for us. When we won the cup here, that kind of gave us the confidence to go forward and to realize we can achieve great things. It took the pressure off of us because we knew how much that meant not just to us and the club, but the fans, the owners who kind of stuck their neck out for us. And so to kind of get that monkey off of our back and realize we can do some great things, I think was a big piece for us.
Now you have 2 finals ahead of you. First one against Anadolu Efes. Let's say that the Monaco series helped you a lot, in order to arrive at some point of being very competitive. Also learn, about the mistakes that you did in Game 2 and in Game 4, and you lost the games.
Yes, absolutely. One, I think Monaco was probably a bit unlucky this year, with having the Russian wins taken away. They were probably a top 4 caliber team. And I think that they were a bit unlucky drawing us because we were also playing very good basketball at the time. But I think both us and them were probably playing the best and second best basketball, just as far as quality of basketball, confidence of the team. So yeah, I thought that they had an amazing roster, an amazing team this year. and a bit unlucky to not go to Final Four, I think.
So this kind of series will help you, do you think, in facing one of the most consistent teams right now in the last 3 years in EuroLeague?
Absolutely. I think the intensity and the physicality from this Monaco series, and also the pressure, you know, coming back here and playing in front of 15,000 when you're supposed to win has its pressure, you know, and I think that we responded well to that pressure, and I think that all of those things, you know, will have prepared us for the Final Four.
How do you see Efes, your next opponent? You know, it's a team that played, let's say, one of the best basketballs in Europe the last 3 years.
Yes.
They arrived for the third consecutive time in the Final Four, and you know they are, you know, the team to beat, you know, this year.
Yeah, I think they're obviously extremely talented. They have great experience. They have the same core back that they've had, and I think you know, really, if you look at the group of guys that they have. You know, it's a tough roster, you know, so we know that going in, but I think that they're also looking at us knowing that they have a challenge ahead of them. So,
last but not least, you know, how do you feel about going out, you know, to Stark Arena for the semi-final and seeing, you know, probably 7, 8, 9,000 of fans of Olympiacos?
I think it's very special, very special. The commitment and the passion that the fans have for this club, I think it's very obvious, you know, when you look at the amount of ticket sales, and we have over half of them from Greece, you know. I think this sort of stuff gives me a sense of pride to be playing for Olympiacos, and seeing how much the fans care. You know, it makes me happy to go out and represent them.